Basketball Wives episode 10 review. So once Laura came up and everybody realized who it was, they were pretty excited. The only person who was like, I don't know who the hell this is, was Jacelle, of course. She like, who is this? So Laura immediately apologized to Jackie about what she did seasons ago talking to her daughter. Like I said, I really respect that. It makes me want to give Laura a clean slate as a viewer. So now Brandy decides to confront Evelyn about what she said earlier about her husband. And Evelyn basically said, you took jabs at me, so I took jabs at you. And Brandy was like, well, I feel like what you're doing is fake as fuck. And Evelyn said, well, I feel like what you're doing with Jason is fake as fuck. She said Brandy's faking like she's happy, and that's why she's in everybody like Brooke's business. So they just rehash, Jennifer and Brandy being protective over Brooke. And she's like, well, I get y'all being protective over me, but I'm a grown ass woman. I just got a divorce. If I want to have a little fun, let me have a little fun. I'm so happy to see Jacelle starting to stand up for herself and just, speak up amongst the group. So she checked Cheyenne and was like, yeah, you're not off the hook. We need to talk about what happened at your women's empowerment brunch. Cheyenne tried to basically get Jacelle to be mad at Brooke because, Jacelle's a lesbian. And she was like, oh, Brooke was gay bashing because she had told Cheyenne's stud friend, like, you look like a man, but you could still get beat up like a bitch. That's not gay bashing. So luckily Jacelle didn't feed into it. And she was like, girl, like, what? And Brooke low-key ate Cheyenne up. She was like, you in your 40s, you never been married, you don't got no kids, which is crazy because you a life coach. Like, what are you coaching people to do with their life if you 40 and you never been married and don't got no kids? And you supposed to be a mediator, but you constantly fighting with these girls. So Laura was like, Brooke, you haven't changed at all. And they just got up and ended the dinner. So Evelyn goes to Jackie's room after the dinner so they could talk a little bit about how they could get Brooke and Cheyenne to talk this out because Evelyn is close with Brooke and Jackie is close with Cheyenne. They also end up talking about Laura coming, and Evelyn was just like, I wasn't sure if it was going to be cool with me and her, basically because her and Shawnee used to have smoke. There was rumors that Laura had slept with Shaq, among other things. So Jacelle, Brandy, and Brooke were doing like some morning yoga. So Brooke and Brandy really talk things out and apologize to each other. Brooke apologizes for like getting defensive and jabbing at her about Jason, and Brandy just apologizes for like maybe being too harsh and just telling her like it was just coming from a space of protection. I don't want you to get hurt again. They hug it out. Good. So Brooke, Jen, and Jacelle are basically just like, Evelyn and Jackie have double standards and they do a lot of stuff that they don't want us to do. And they were like, we came on this trip to, make peace. And Evelyn's still throwing shots at Brandy. It's not fair. Blah, blah, blah. So Jackie is on her quest to make up with each lady one by one. So right now she's meeting up with Jen and they're going out on their own. So Jackie came up with some BS excuse about how she sent the nudes to Sunday because she was like, is this what you're talking about? And she never knew Jen had nudes, this, that, and the third. I'm like, Jen, if you're buying that, you're stupid. But maybe you're just tired of fighting. So it's the next day and they're going out for drinks. And when they got on the bus, Brooke was like, I don't want to sit next to this B. And she was talking about Evelyn. And Evelyn was like, oh, so Brooke's still mad because I invited Jackie. I really don't care. But like I said, she was so mad at Brandy for putting Brooke around Jackie without her, permission. So when they get to the beach, Evelyn is sitting with Jacelle and they're just talking about Evelyn arguing with everybody. And she's just acting like she hasn't had an argument in so long. And she's not arguing with people. If they throw a dig at her, she's just throwing one back. She's not apologizing, whatever. Then they go over to Brooke, Brandy, and Laura. And Brooke was basically telling Laura, like, I know you apologized to Jackie about you talking to her daughter, but I feel like she didn't really deserve it because of everything me and her are going through regarding my daughter. So Laura was like, to me, that's mixing apples and oranges. Like, it's two separate situations. I still owe Jackie the apology, but I do understand why Brooke feels how she feels. And I will talk to Jackie about the Brooke situation. So now they having a tequila tasting. This guy got them taking shots back to back to back, telling them it's the best tequilas in the world. They don't need no mixers. They don't need no lemon and salt. They just need to take it straight. So the guy had a shot that had like a bug in the bottom. It was a worm or a scorpion. I don't know. They kept saying it was an agave worm. Then they were saying it was a scorpion. But they was like, oh, Evelyn, you got to take it because it's your trip, this, that, and the third. So she didn't punk out. She drunk some of it. Obviously, she didn't drink the insect, but she drunk some of the liquor that the insect was sitting in. So Laura takes Jackie to the side and she's like, okay, I want to talk to you about some stuff in private. And Laura is suggesting that Jackie just go give Brooke a hug. She needs to be more aggressive with it. I don't think that's a good idea at all. I think that would be setting Jackie up. So Laura says to Jackie's face, okay, you old prostitute. And Jackie tries to laugh it off, talking about she only a prostitute for Doug. So while Jackie and Laura were over there talking, Jennifer was telling the rest of the ladies about how, Jackie seemed like she's taking accountability and she just want to move forward and she's been on her best behavior. So Brooke was like, I see Jackie's doing good. I'm going to try to, do good as well because she seems to be on her best behavior. So she's like, I have my bachelorette party and I'm going to invite everybody, including Jackie, because the vibes have been good. So Jackie was like, Brooke's invite is kind of cute, but I was going to go anyway because Brooke is throwing the party, but the party is for Jen because Jen is about to get married and for Jacelle because Jacelle just got married. So all of the ladies are setting up for the bachelorette party and they're waiting for Jen and Jacelle to arrive. So they get there and the ladies greet them and they had gifts for them. So they're ready to get the party started. Evelyn is so funny. She gonna say, we're gonna play Carisha, please. So they're playing Risha Roulette, Carisha's card game. So the questions are given, I dare you to show your boobs right now or take 2 shots. So Evelyn is like, I haven't seen Jen this drunk in a long time. She's loose, honey. It did give old Jen, like from early Basketball Wife seasons, like when she first got divorced from Eric. So a few of them did pull their what out. And Jackie is over here filming with her phone. And they peep it. Like, what is wrong with Jackie? So Jennifer is like, no, everybody needs to put their phones in the box. So they're all playing the game, getting drunk, having fun. And Brandy is like, you know what? Let me take Jackie to the side while everybody's playing, because I've been sitting on what Brooke told me about Jackie being on the phone with Sunday saying, like, she don't know why Brandy's here if she's not going to have a kid, knowing that Brandy can't have a kid, probably, like, again. It's no way I would still be friends with Jackie in real life. And I don't know what kind of contract. Like, this shit is all fake. Because there's no way y'all would still even be dealing with Jackie in real life. Like, it's been 10 or 15 years of this bullshit at this point. But Brandy is like, you saying, why haven't I left Jason? But you and Doug helped me and Jason work things out. And you was the one telling me not to get a divorce. And you talking about I need to have a kid. Or why am I here if I'm not going to have a kid when you know I can't have kids? Like, why would you say these things about me? I don't understand how we got here. I'm hurt, blah, blah, blah. It's like, how many times you going to keep letting this old lady hurt you? And Brandy also apologized for what she had said when her, Jackie, and Shawnee sat down, where she was basically like, Doug be cheating on you and blah, blah, blah. So they hug it out and they're just like, we got each other regardless because we're the real Basketball Wives, blah, blah, blah. Cool. So they go back into the party. So the next question, which I believe is the last question, is tongue kiss the closest person next to you or take 2 shots. This is getting real crazy and just not what I expected from this group of women or this show. But anyway, Evelyn and Brooke start making out. Jackie was like, some deep feelings that they got are coming to the surface. Jennifer was looking shook. Brandy was like, I knew it. Like, everybody clearly felt like Evelyn and Brooke liked each other on the low. So Jen stops the party and she's like, I'm getting really intoxicated, guys, and I don't want to forget to give Evelyn her flowers. We've been through so much, and I'm just happy that we are where we are today. And they showed all the flashbacks of Jen and Evelyn's many arguments, altercations, damn near fights throughout the older seasons. And they hug and have their happy tears. Aw, so cute. Jen also thanked Brooke for throwing the party, and she just told Giselle, like, I want you to take this in as well. It's not all about me. We're 2024 brides. It's about both of us. And I like that because Giselle is the type of person that, like, she don't care about being the center of attention, She was willing to let Jennifer take the whole spotlight, but Jen kept telling her, like, no, it's about both of us. And Jen basically tells them she's sleeping in tomorrow, so don't call her. So the episode ends there, but then they show us, like, some deleted behind-the-scenes stuff of them recording Jen after the cameras are done rolling. And they asked her, was she inviting Jackie to the wedding? And she was like, well, I'm not that drunk. I don't know. So I will see y'all on Monday for episode 11. It looks like a lot is going on next week. Brooke and Jackie are going to sit down and try to talk. Shawnee's book is going to come out, and she's going to say that an unnamed friend was the catalyst for her marriage ending. And Evelyn was saying that she thinks that person is on this trip. Remember, I was telling y'all it was rumored that Laura had slept with Shaq. And then at the end, it looked like an all-out melee happening between Jackie, Brooke, Brandy, etc. So I'll see y'all next week for episode 11. Bye.